Hi, my name is Michael Hill. So when I first heard about this contest, I was like, I gotta do it. Okay, people are always telling me like you need to make your story into a movie. I'm like, I know. It's on my to-do list. Okay, so what I have done or would do for love, well, I'll tell you. Okay, so back in 2009, there was this website I would go on, right, called Stickhand.com. Okay, basically it was like a social networking site, but everyone would have a webcam and you could start your own chat room to see who you're talking to, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so I had met this guy on there that lived in Arizona. I live in Florida, so we started talking, whatever. So we were talking for like 3 months, did little, Skype dates where we would cook dinner and eat in front of the camera as if we were like right there next to each other. And don't say it's corny because it's not, okay? So then I decided, it was time to take a trip out there. Okay, so check this out. I had never been on a plane before, and at that time I was still in the closet, so I had lied to my parents and told them I was visiting a friend for 5 days down south in South Florida, when really I hopped on a plane, went across the country, okay? So that trip was good, came back to Florida, ended up, telling my mom what was up. I even used some of my student loan for money to travel back and forth out there. Okay, so a few months passed. We ended up breaking up for like 2 months and then got back together. And I knew that the long distance thing was just not going to work. So I decided to move all the way to Arizona. Okay, now, if you have never been to Arizona before, let me just tell you, it's extremely hot and there isn't much to do there. Okay, I knew no one there, so I was basically just moving out there for this relationship. So I traded in my car because it had too many miles on it to take across the country. Got a brand new car, packed it up with whatever I had room to bring, and drove 2,200 miles. It took me like 31 hours to get out there, okay? So that was my first apartment that I got on my own. He ended up moving in with me after he graduated high school. I was working 2 jobs for a while. I ended up taking out another student loan, part to support us when we were out there, So we lived there for like 8 months. Then decided to move back to Florida. Okay, so that was another 2,200 miles, 31 hours of driving on my car. We were here for like 8 months, and ended up breaking up. But I think I should be your next Romeo because, what can I say? If dropping everything to move across the country, buying a new car, going into debt, lying to my parents, when I flew across the country isn't enough, then I don't know what is. I'm just going to be single the rest of my life, I guess. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you pick me.